When most people think about homesteading, they think about the livestock they're going to have, and they say, I'm going to get me some chickens and a cow. And I really looked at this whole thing and said, you know, I hate chickens, and there's really not a lot of reason to have chickens. You know, there's certainly very little reason to have cows. And if you're trying to be sustainable and you're trying to maximize your return on a minimum investment, your typical cow is going to take 2 to 5 acres of cleared pasture, or you're going to have to bring that cow 40 pounds of feed a day. That to me just didn't seem like an efficient way to produce milk, and I've always been a big milk drinker and like the milk and dairy products and cheeses and yogurts and everything else. And when we looked at what we were going to do, we said, you know, well, let's think about goats. So every day I take the goats out in the woods and let them feed themselves, and this saves us a tremendous amount of time, money, and energy on trying to feed them in a non-sustainable way. So they'll come out here and eat every day for about half an hour and get their fill of all the roughage that they need, and that means I don't have to bring in hay or alfalfa or anything else. And they also know what they need from a nutrient standpoint, and you know, they'll eat what they think they need to eat, and next day they'll eat something different. So I don't have to get involved, and I can do it as naturally as possible for them to be able to eat and produce milk for us.
Well, the only reason we were going to have goats was for dairy. So we decided that, well, let's see if we can taste the goat milk first. So we went to the grocery store like everybody does, I guess, and they had a container of goat's milk, so we brought it home all excited. It's nasty. I mean, I can't even, it's nasty. It's got like a wild taste or something. It was just like, and we were so disheartened because that's what we were planning on for our dairy. Well, as luck would have it, I guess, there was, we found out that they were going to have this goat competition thing or a fair or whatever. Like I said, it was all foreign to me, but we decided to go, and they had all these different types of goats in, well, they were cute. They were like little goats, and I mean, they weren't really big, so I wasn't intimidated by them. We went to this little booth, and they said, would you like to taste some? And it's like, ugh, no, I've already tasted. And he was like, no, you don't understand. This is raw goat milk. This is not pasteurized like you'll find in the grocery store. He had it nice and cold in a container, and we tasted it, and it was like, well, this doesn't taste bad at all. In fact, it tastes really good. That's kind of how we opened our eyes to the Nigerian dwarfs. They were small enough that I could handle them. The milking was a lot easier. They just seemed like they had a great temperament. So that was kind of how we ended up with the dairy goats.
3 of those girls that are making milk at any one time will produce 1.5 gallons of milk a day for us. I mean, we can't drink that much milk, 1.5 gallons a day, so she turns that into cheese, into yogurt, into the best ice cream in the world. Goat's milk actually has 50% more butter fat than cow's milk does, and butter fat is good for you. And if you are lactose intolerant to cow's milk, you will not be to goat's milk, because goat milk has smaller fat globulates, which is why goat's milk does not separate like cow's milk does.